Morning. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Do you have rough book with you? Rough book or lecture note, anything is enough. Okay. Prepare 8 questions from whatever we have learned in this chapter, in chapter 2. No need to write the answer, just prepare 8 questions. If you finish the 8, make it 10. Minimum 8, maximum 10. If it is short answer type, that's better, I think. Please keep your videos on.
Ma'am, my video will be off because I'm writing on my phone's notepad.
Okay, okay. 2 more minutes and we'll complete. You can take 2 more minutes.
Ma'am, I just joined now, ma'am. What to do, ma'am?
You have to make 10 questions, 10 or 8, from the portion that we have completed in this chapter. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you completed? How many more to complete? Please write fast. Do you have at least 5 with you? Okay, that's enough. So, Eva, you can start asking. Just ask one question.
Okay, my first question is what are the various forms of data?
Various forms of data. So, who knows the answer? Various forms of data or types of data. Alina, louder, louder.
Demographical information,
Yes,
psychological information,
yes.
physical information, physiological data.
Physical information and
Physiological
physiological.
data.
Okay, physical, physiological, psychological. The first one is demographic, or we call it socio-demographic. All right. Now you can ask one. Videos on, please. Amal, Abhinav, Kevin, and Basuri.
Scientific observation.
What are the?
Brief scientific observation.
I did not understand. Scientific observation, I heard. Before that,
What are the brief scientific observation?
what are the? Did anybody understand? Key features. Okay. Who knows the answer?
And what sort of observation?
Scientific observation.
And selection, recording, analysis of data.
Not to ma'am. She asked the question. Ask her.
Sorry, selection, recording, analysis of data.
Correct?
Objective semantic assessment.
Did you ask scientific observation or scientific research?
Scientific observation.
No. Objectivity, testable, that point, right? Systematic. Yeah, these are the characteristics or features of the research as such, scientific inquiry as such. Okay. In scientific observation, and when we differentiate between day-to-day observation and scientific observation, we speak about these points: selection, then recording and analyzing. Okay. All right. Now, Abhilash, next one.
Okay, how is a naturalistic observation different from controlled observation?
Yes, very easy. Eva.
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes.
Okay, so in naturalistic observation, the observer makes no effort to change to control the situation or the setting. And in controlled observation, the observer can control the setting.
Okay. And the naturalistic observation happens in a natural setting of the individual, whoever the individual may be, or a natural setting of the behavior actually. Wherever that particular focus behavior, sorry, a focus behavior occurs, that natural setting has to be maintained if you are studying that behavior in using a naturalistic observation method. Okay. Now, Devika, you can ask one question.
Differentiate between independent variable and dependent variable.
Independent and dependent variable. Differentiate between independent variable and dependent variable. Who knows? Because you did not get a chance. How would you differentiate between IV and DV?
And the variables on which the effect of independent variable are observed is called as dependent variable.
Hmm? And which is the variable that the experimenter manipulates or change the value?
Not depend.
IV or DV? DV, no. It's the IV. Independent variable is the variable that the experimenter changes always. Okay, note that. That's a very common question asked in exams also. It is which is the variable that the experimenter manipulates or the researcher manipulates. It is the IV, independent variable. Okay. Just remember that I am manipulated. IV. I am manipulated by the experimenter. Okay. IV. All right. Abdul, you can ask one question now. Abdul. Yes.
Information including personal information are called
Once more. Once more.
information including personal information are called
Yeah. Which data does that come under? Personal information. Anyone?
Socio-demographic information.
Socio-demographic information. Okay. Yes, and it is also known as demographic information or demographic data. All right. Amal Roshan, can you ask one question?
Explain participant and non-participant observation.
Okay. Non-participant and participant observation. Who knows?
Ma'am, participant observation, they participate in that observation.
Hmm.
And non-participant, they like invigilators.
Okay. Who is the they?
Sorry?
Who is the they that you mentioned?
The people who conduct the observation test.
Observation? Okay. Yeah. Observers, or it can be the researcher. Okay. The person who does the study. All right. And what do? In participant observation, wait just a minute. Amal, is it correct? Is that answer correct? Yes or no? What Sanjana said is right or wrong? Tell me, is it correct or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in participant observation, the observer is a participant in the group being observed. Okay. And non-participant observation, the observer observes from a distance always. From a distance, that term is important. The observer observes from a distance in non-participant observation. Okay. So Sanjana, you can ask now.
Differentiate between experimental and control group.
Experimental and control group. What is the difference between experimental and control group? Again, if you've understood the variables and all those concepts, it's very easy. Anyone who did not get a chance yet?
Ma'am,
Yes, Abhinav.
Experimental group, ma'am, it receives a treatment in a experiment.
Who receives the treatment?
Ma'am, experimental group means, ma'am, is a group that receives the treatment in a experiment.
What treatment?
Treatment.
Huh? Correct. Yes, speak louder.
And what treatment means?
What treatment? You told me experimental group, the members of the experimental group receives a treatment. What treatment is that?
That I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's just one of the variables that we studied.
That receives the variable being text in an experiment.
One variable is applied to the experimental group that we all know. Now I'm asking which variable is that? Is it the independent variable or the dependent variable?
Independent.
IV or DV?
IV.
IV, ma'am, asking me. That's a question mark which I want to answer. Yeah, IV, that's correct. So we apply or the experimenter manipulates the IV only in the which group? Experimental group. That is why it is called the experimental group. The actual experiment happens only in that group. And control group is a comparison group, CC, control comparison. Okay, control group is always a comparison group. All right, now Abhinav, your chance.
Ma'am, one difference between psychologist and psychiatrist.
This is from which chapter?
Chapter 1.
It's okay. One difference between psychologist and psychiatrist.
Ma'am, easy.
Huh?
Ma'am, easy one, ma'am. Sorry.
Easy one. Yeah, this guy is being very liberal to you. Anybody can answer. I mean, those who did not get a chance yet. Those who did not get a chance yet. Don't tell me that you don't know this. Who's left now? Anila, Meryl, Malavika, Emily.
Psychiatrists deal with the mental disorders.
Psychologist plays with kids. What is the difference between psychiatrist and any one difference? Abhinav only asked any one difference between psychiatrist and the psychologist. Where can you find both? No idea? Anybody else?
Psychiatrist can prescribe medicine.
Those who did not get a chance, I told you. Emmeline?
Psychiatrists have a medical degree which can give medicine, prescribe medicines and electric shock, but psychologists cannot. And counseling psychologists can only interfere in the counseling way and in decision about the careers.
Okay. So generally, the main difference is in the professional qualification. One is with MBBS and the other specialization. Clinical psychologists would be with PG, MPhil in clinical psychology. Okay. And regarding their activities or work nature, psychologists cannot prescribe medicine. Psychiatrists can, because doctors prescribe medicine, right? So if that person has completed MBBS, then that means that person can prescribe medicine. So, and psychologists do not have the this right to prescribe medicine. All right, that's the difference. Anila, understood? Okay. So, Emlyn, you can ask.
Experimental method is a relation between what?
Experimental method is the relation between what? Fancy question.
Cause-effect relation.
Who was that?
Me, Malavika.
Malavika. Okay, cause-effect relationship. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cause-effect relationship or the relationship between different variables. Different variables in the sense one should be the cause and the other should be the effect. Or the one should be the input and the other should be the outcome. Okay. All right, Malavika, next chance.
Disadvantage of participant observation.
Disadvantages of participant observation. Imagine if you are being observed by somebody and that person is a part of your group. Is it participant observation or non-participant observation?
Participant.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is labor intensive.
Labor intensive. Shall we discuss about the general disadvantages of observation? Otherwise, I think you will confuse between participant and non-participant because both of them have their own advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so we'll discuss about the general disadvantages of observation. Yeah, one is labor intensive. Then, anything else that you know? Meryl?
Ma'am, it's time consuming.
Time consuming, okay. Then, usually in social science exams, we usually write these, no? Labor intensive, time consuming, less efficient, more efficient. Other than that, it's there in the name itself. The fact that you're being observed, that itself is a disadvantage. When you become conscious when you're being observed by somebody else, isn't it? Even I become conscious. Yeah, so that itself is a disadvantage actually. All right. Then, Meryl, you can ask the next question.
Ma'am, what is a variable?
Question is to me.
Yeah.
What is a variable? Was not answered now. Anila, you know the answer? What is a variable?
No, ma'am. Last class I was not there.
You were not there. Okay, no problem. Shreya? Shreya stuck. Kevin?
Ma'am, factors in the environment that can vary.
Not to ma'am, my dear. Factors that?
Factors in the environment that can vary.
That can vary, and one more thing.
Also, that can be controlled in a controlled environment.
No. Somebody is prompting there. It can.
Ma'am, which can make a difference in the outcome.
No. I'm looking for a particular word.
Which can be measured.
Which can be measured. Okay. It should vary. Yesterday I told you, it can change or vary or something like that might happen, but it should be measurable. Otherwise, we cannot make sure that this is the thing that changes. How can we measure? Without measuring, how can we know that this thing actually changes? So any variable, when we refer to any kind of variable, it should vary. Of course, it's there in the name. That's why it's called variable. It should vary or change, but along with that should be measurable. All right? Okay, Kevin, next question.
What are the different types of data that can be collected?
That's already asked. Some other question.
And what is basic psychology?
Okay, basic versus applied psychology. What is basic psychology? It's from chapter 1, I think. Basic psychology is something we are studying now. Anyone? Anybody who did not get a chance? No. Shreya? No. Okay, anybody can answer. What is basic psychology?
studying fundamental.
Hmm. All the fundamental what?
Human behavior.
Fundamental? I cannot understand.
Fundamentals of human behavior.
Fundamental dash of behavior. I didn't hear that dash.
Study of human behavior.
Fundamental study of human behavior. Something more? That is correct. Basic psychology means fundamental study of behavior and all other things in the definition. But still, there is something more in that. Anyone? Okay, let's reframe the question. What would be the difference between basic and applied psychology? If you know what applied psychology is, then you can understand what basic psychology is. I mean, you will be able to define what it is. Right now, you may know the concepts, but you are not able to put that into words. Yes, Abhinav? Anything?
Basic psychology is a concept that are fundamental to study of behavior, human behavior.
Only behavior? In psychology, we study only behavior?
No, ma'am. Everything.
Huh?
Ma'am, everything. Not only human behavior.
We study about quantum science? Quantum physics?
No, ma'am.
Then, why did you say everything?
Ma'am, human behavior, mind.
I'll come to, where is your home?
Kodungalur, ma'am.
Very close. I'll come there and hit you. What is the definition of psychology?
Psychology is a study of science which deals with mental process.
Study of science.
Yes, it is the branch of science. Branch of science which deals
branch
with
of science.
Psychology is something dash science.
Something.
That word I am not getting.
You're not getting. You try.
Psychology is psychology is that word I don't get you.
Psychology is formally defined as?
Yes, ma'am. Psychology is formally defined as a science which deals with mental process, behavior, and behavior in different contexts.
Mental processes, behavior?
Behavior, mental process, behavior.
Three things are there in the definition, obviously. Mental processes, behavior, and mental process. Otherwise, behavior, mental process, and behavior.
No, ma'am. Mental process, behavior, in different context.
In different context. So, which is the third concept in the definition? Different context. Something starting with E. Think of your ex.
I can't remember.
Hey.
Can I check notebook?
Yes, you can. Anybody else who know the answer?
Experiences.
Experiences.
Yes, ma'am. Experiences.
Mental processes, behaviors,
and experiences in different contexts.
Very good. Experiences in different contexts. Okay.
Only one word I missed.
Yeah, no problem. Very good. No problem. What we did was cue recalling. I gave him cues, and based on that, he recalled from his memory. Okay. That is one method. I think in the chapter, memory, we'll learn that. All right. So why did we discuss all these things?
Applied
I
and
straight
basic
away went to
psychology.
Kodungalur. Yes?
Applied and basic psychology.
Yeah, applied and basic psychology. So he told that it's the fundamental concepts that studies all these three key concepts. And how are we learning all these fundamental concepts? As what?
Research. Research.
Huh?
And research, basic research.
Research. Okay, if we did the research and we have found certain facts, how would we depict those facts? Or for the coming generations, in what form would that be?
Concepts.
Concepts, okay. Other than that? Starting with TH.
Theory.
Theories and principles. Okay, so in basic psychology, we have all the theories, principles, and all the concepts in psychology. And in applied psychology, what do? We apply this into daily life. We make use of these theories and facts and principles in daily life. We use it for psychotherapy, we use it for solving social issues, then we use it in politics, everything. Okay, yes. So, understood the difference between basic and applied psychology. Basic means all the facts, all the theories, all the principles of psychology. Applied psychology means we directly apply all these things into daily life. That's it. Okay. Now, who asked that question? Kevin, right? Okay. Now, who did not get a chance? Rose, you can ask one question. No, you're not audible. Try once more. No. Okay, Shreya.
Yes.
Ask one question.
Some important methods in psychology.
Some important methods in psychology. One by one. Come on. Which was the first method that we learned?
Case study.
First method was case study?
Observation.
Observation. And when did we study case study? Okay, observation. Then case study is also one method. So that's over. Now, which is the second one that we learned? What did we learn? Yeah?
Experimental method.
Experimental method. Then, what else is pending? If there is a particular case, we'll opt case study. If there are too many people, if we have to do a study around the world, what do we do? Which method will we use?
Survey method.
Survey method, yes. Then in that interviews also come. Then correlation research, I think that's new for you. Correlation research are also there. Okay. That's it. So we'll just, I think, only 4 more minutes, no? I thought of completing experimental today, but it's okay. We'll just revise last day's portion and we'll stop. Okay, experimental method. Yeah, we spoke about the cause-effect relationship. The main aim is to find the cause-effect relationship, and one event is the cause and the other event or behavior, it can be the effect. Then we talked about the variable, anything that varies and can be measured, anything that changes its values or it varies and it can be measured. That is called the variable. Then we talked about 2 types of variables, independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variable is the one manipulated or altered or its strength is varied by the researcher, and generally this is the cause. IV is the cause. Then dependent variable, it is the effect of something that, effect of independent variable is measured in something, right? That something is dependent variable. So this is most probably the effect in the experiment. Then we talked about two types of groups, experimental group and control group. Experimental group receives the IV, that is the special treatment. Okay, experimental group receives the IV, and control group, it is just a comparison group. It does not get the independent variable. IV is not present here. Control group is just kept for comparison. All right. Now we have some methods that we have to take care of while doing an experiment. Like I told you, different things, different factors have to be kept constant if you are doing an experiment. That is why we are doing it in a control setting, isn't it? So there are so many factors that need to be controlled and kept constant. If we can control, we can control it. Otherwise, we keep it constant all throughout. That is the way. So why are we doing that? To make sure that it does not affect our independent variable and thereby the dependent variable. Okay. So I think that portion we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you. And